My boss says that he needs me to stay late again, but I don't get paid enough to do this. Won't give no notice, I'll be dipping. Oh, I think I messed up the lyrics now that I think about it. My boss says that he needs me to stay late again. What is this? What kind of dad joke is that? Saribot, are you okay? My boss says that he needs me to stay late again, but I don't get paid enough to do this. He didn't ask me if it's fine to take my time for his own benefit, but it's okay today, I'm quitting. And hello, welcome in everybody. I'm going to actually take a sip. And the doctor said to take this pill, you'll feel much better. When you wake up knowing your face has been severed and your heartbeat won't be based on the weather. When you give your soul to me, took your pain, your joy, your pleasure, and I left you with one face forever. You won't hurt anymore. Be careful what you wish for. But welcome in everyone. I hope we're doing fantastic. Time to take out the scrap. No posting links. LOL. Ooh. Still no cookie rant. I forgot, Lucian. But thank you for the reminder. Eventually, I will remember to do it. And thank you so much for the ping. Ooh. Papa, don't break the china. Papa, don't break the glass. Papa, moving on while you hold on to the past. Papa, don't be mad. Remember the things you said. I'll love you forever. My love is infinite. Day 4 of asking for cookie rain. It will happen eventually. Oh, do you know what I got? I got a Tamagotchi! Do you want to hear them? Hello, my love. I have to check on them. They're happy. And I was low-key scared because I wasn't sure if my Tamagotchi would survive the stream without me checking on it. Yeah, Tamagotchi. I can show you like a picture of the product listing. My boss says that he needs me to stay late again. Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi. I didn't actually buy it with my own money. It was a gift, so that's why I have one. I have no idea how much these bad boys cost anymore. You take this pill, you'll feel much better when you wake up knowing your face has been... Did I say Tomodachi? I didn't even realize. Yes, Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi. What did I say? But yes, I have this little creature now. Well, not that cat, but like I have one that's like a little ghost blob. I don't know, it's dancing right now. Hi, honey. But I'm gonna put them away because they're fine for now. I'm gonna get it a case eventually so I can hang it off my bag. I do not know how this is gonna work because I remember that there was a way to put them to sleep while you were in school and stuff. So I wonder if they still have that feature on like the adult versions, or like I'm not the adult versions, but what is this called? Like the new generation of Tamagotchi. My boss says that he needs me to stay late again, but I don't get paid enough to do this. He didn't ask me if it's fine to take. Have a good stream, folks. Well, thank you so much for coming in, Lucy, and I appreciate you. 果てなき夜を切り裂くこと君を待ってる続けたい I'm low-key kind of waiting for Wilden to come in because I was trying to do the event yesterday and I didn't remove it, so it should still be there. I don't know. Is this? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh my goodness. I didn't see this. I was okay. That's fine. I can record the video tonight. Yeah, Tamagotchi. I'm pretty sure. Let me actually look this up really quickly. I thought it was... Yeah, Tamagotchi. Yeah, it looks like... I don't see anywhere where it says Tamagotchi. It's Tamagotchi. Like egg in Japanese. And chi. Oh, because tomodachi. So it's like tamago and tomodachi combined. Oh shoot, I almost dropped my phone. See, I would never question it now because we actually understand the Japanese a little bit, right? A little bit. It's egg friend. It's very cute. All right, so I figured it out. I'm glad I figured it out. Actually, let me actually make sure that YouTube chat is working. YouTube. Okay, YouTube chat is working, so without further ado, let's get started.
Well, are you calling me?
Actually, if I put light bearers, I'm actually just gonna put. It doesn't look like they give me a light bearer bonus. It just looks like. And hello, Lemon. How you doing? My boss says that he needs me to stay late again. Papa, don't break the china, Papa. Don't break the glass, Papa. I'm doing wonderful, Lemon. I just got my Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi. You want to see it? You can't actually see it. I wish I could stream from this thing. Imagine a Tamagotchi capture card. It's like you have to spin the dial to look at them.
The Hypogean unleashes a furious howl, unwilling to yield to defeat. Flames erupt, devouring her greed and sins until only ashes remain. You watch the flames burn with ferocity.
Yeah, it does roll off the tongue. Like, yeah, you do mess up.
Will rise again, but for now, victory is yours.
Ooh. And Lemon, if you rewind a little bit, I did show the product photo off.
You've defeated the Hypogean and freed the sinister swamp and Dungan from her oppression.
But it's the
pink. A rewarding journey for all of you.
It's the pink Tamagotchi paradise. No, it's not in one of the channels. I just showed it off on stream. Ooh. But I wouldn't take a picture of mine because it has a reflective surface. So if I take a photo of it wrong, you can literally see me.
Pippa, the Berserker. Me? You endured the Hypogean's overwhelming might as she was sealed, witnessing true horror firsthand. With this, you take another step toward becoming the ultimate warrior. Sylvan, the dancing poet. You've mastered the art of charm, bending even a mighty snow monster to your will. Your triumph over the Hypogean has etched your name in glory.
beautiful.
This adventure has ignited your creativity. One day, you will compose the epic poem that echoes throughout all of Dungan.
I like how this ends.
I would too if I was
Cassidy the
famous.
Mage.
You know, one funny story is that when I first played D&D, the ending of my character, so we passed the campaign, like we finished. It was great. It was a wonderful campaign. But my character's ending was that she was forgotten by everyone. Like they knew she existed, but they didn't know her name. Like they kept forgetting her name, which was crazy. I'm pretty sure it's because a lot of people, I know Rebecca seems easy to remember, but a lot of people forget my name or call me a different name, like IRL. So it was kind of like a play at that, and I was like, dang it.
You played your part well, using magic to support your companions. From now on, you're no longer a
I'm like
lone
throwing
wolf.
around my my baby.
At the moment of the Hypogean
It fits so
death,
nicely in my
you
hands.
absorb
I feel
some
like
of
I'm
the
holding a
mana she
Pokeball.
released, gaining insight into the deeper mysteries of the world. You are one step closer to becoming a greater mage.
And like I have it on a phone charm because yeah, I did have an extra phone charm. So I just put a phone charm on it. So like I have it wrapped on my finger and then I'm like swinging it around. Really do not do this. Like I feel like I'll break it. But I have like this urge to like play with things.
That's true. I learned so much from fighting alongside Magister Merlin.
I'm sorry. I have to check on my child.
Last but not least, it's Merlin the Rogue. Well done for seeing through the Hypogean's true form and leading your team to a successful adventure. This journey has further sharpened your perception. May it lead you to uncover even greater secrets ahead.
Oops. What secrets?
All of you have earned the Supreme Legend Maker title. With this, the story of Dungans and Hypogeans comes to a perfect close.
It's over. I'm
Aw.
not sure why, but I feel a bit
It's
sad.
all over for you.
I guess it's the same emptiness I always feel after finishing a page turner.
Over? Not even close. This is just one chapter in a saga, and your journey will continue in the future. This is the charm of tabletop games. You can experience as many adventures as you like, brought to life through words and imagination.
You're right, things are definitely not over. The Hypogean in the story has been defeated, but one still stands right before
Bruh,
us.
Sylvan, do not accuse Countess of anything. I will choose her over you in a heartbeat.
Oh, is this about me now? Well, I'm not about to work overtime just to sit through your meeting. Please talk some sense into these kids, little Merlin.
Like, I love Sylvan. He's one of my favorite characters just because he's so cute. I know time. But Countess beats Sylvan by a landslide. Like, by a landslide. It's not close. Oops. Countess retreats to the rulebook. Meanwhile, you gaze at the brass-bound book, lost in thought. Everyone has an ending after the adventure, except Countess. You could revise the agreement to prevent Countess from appearing before Cassidy and the others, and she can't object, but can't make up your mind? Maybe you should talk it with one of your companions. I'll talk with the others about what to do with Countess. I also noticed your AFK VODs get quite a few views, do they now? I'm over here thinking, oh shoot, what the? I did not play with my Tamagotchi that time. They just started singing. How can I tell? Is it male or female? How can I tell? It doesn't say. It doesn't actually say. Ah. Look underneath it. LOL. New Tama? What? Tama theater? Taking care of your Tama until this costs this much money. Ooh, that's a good... That I didn't know that was an option. So I found the Tama sitter. That's perfect. So now I can like let it work. You gotta work hard. I mean, I work while it like exists. To make it look easy, you gotta run fast to keep making that money. Talk to Cassidy. Countess is different.
Contessa is nothing like the fearsome Hypogeans described in textbooks.
What do you make of her?
During her battle against the Hypogean in the story, it was clear that Contessa wasn't using her full power. She was completely absorbed in the game, and I didn't get the sense that she was trying to escape.
Hello, you almost missed the free run storyline. Hope you have fun with it. I am so glad you came, Wilton. Because last night, I was trying to record a video for it, and I got so lost. I was trying to figure it out, but I actually figured it out right here, right now. Something is different when I'm live. I have way more focus. And hello, Jose. How you doing?
Magister Merlin, if she's earned your trust, then she's earned mine as well.
And hello, Abby.
Actually,
Wait, what's today?
see why Contessa is so cute.
Today is Monday. Tomorrow is your birthday. I will not be live tomorrow. So, I will sing for you today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Abby. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Watching everyone else have fun while she sits on the sidelines. She's probably feeling left out.
But I did tell you guys, right? Like, I told you Sylvan would be the one to have the most issue with her.
I mean, I'd feel pretty lonely too if I were in her shoes. It's unfair to keep her out of a game she invented.
True.
I see your point, but Contessa is still a Hypogean.
Sylvan, say that one more time. Say that one more time.
We've been told over and over in class that they're unpredictable and destructive.
Okay, so maybe you were wrong. Have you considered that?
She could be putting
Look,
on an act.
let me
just
leave
below
Sylvan
our
alone.
guard.
Let me leave
I'm
him
sorry,
alone.
But after what happened with Jervin, I can't bring myself to trust
Bruh.
Hypogeans.
What does Jervin have anything to do with Hypogeans? He had a Hypo Fiend form, and that even had nothing to do with Countess. In fact, it had like nothing to do with Hypogeans. That was completely human issue. So if you have a problem with how Jervin came out, then you got a problem with yourself and humans.
What's your take, Magister Merlin?
My take is that I need to smack Sylvan upside. Just kidding. I respect everyone's opinion, but mine is the only one that matters. Just kidding.
Seriously? This again? Same thing as last time. How boring.
Last time? I thought you went back to sleep. How long have you been here?
I couldn't sleep with you guys babbling nearby.
Glad we get to continue the storyline with Countess getting her friend circle possibly extended, but will it happen? It definitely seems that way. Just because I doubt we're gonna have like a whole fight now that they have definitely introduced. But it's funny how I said that Sylvan would have issues with Countess more than anybody, and I was right.
Alright, let's vote.
I'm just saying, if Countess and Sylvan get in a fight, I'm probably gonna pick Countess. Cassidy and Pippa vote to let Countess stay in the game. As expected, Sylvan votes against it. Okay, well, he can... Let me chill. Let me chill. Let me chill. Like, I love Sylvan, and I get why he feels the way he does. After all, I called it. However, she's my girl. All eyes are on you, waiting for your decisive vote. You know better than anyone how dangerous Hypogeans can be. Restricting Countess movements appeared to be the safest course, but she's always stood by you since you've returned to the Serene Lytheum. During the 20 years you were away, she faithfully stuck to the agreement, staying in the library and acting like a school rulebook. But then again, Because of your memory loss, you know little about Countess. Beyond her feud with the Adamant Syndicate and your agreement with her, you don't remember how you first met her or why you decided to bring her back to the Serene Lyceum.
Still on the fence? I'm not in a hurry, but these kids are waiting for your verdict, and the tension's building.
Aren't you curious? Don't you want to be free?
I do, obviously. But as I've said, absolute freedom is no freedom at all. Rules must be made, accepted, and followed. Without them, I wouldn't exist.
Okay.
Merlin, go ahead and seal me away if that puts your heart at ease.
No, it doesn't. That would make me angry. Actually, that would make me so angry. If Countess got sealed away, I would be so enraged. But that's not gonna happen.
All I ask is that you continue to honor our agreement.
Once again, Countess vanishes from sight, leaving only the echo of her voice in the air. You realize she's never been this serious before.
Magister Merlin?
Sorry, I need more time to think this through. I don't. I really don't.
Take your time. This isn't something you can decide in a heartbeat.
I did in fact decide to do it very quickly. This is such a tough call. Maybe I should hear what everyone thinks again. Magister Merlin looks troubled.
You look stumped. Can I help?
I can't recall how I got into that agreement. I've forgotten what Countess is really like. In the end, I can't recall. No, 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 no.
Playing the game together would be a good way to get to know her.
You seem really into that game. I agree, and it's not that I agree, and it's not like I'm enjoying the game. What? I am.
No! I mean, I was just speaking and behaving like I normally do. I just feel it's okay to wait until you understand her better before deciding. Sylvan, what do you think?
No, man.
Well, I've been going over what Pippa just said now. Maybe she's right. I once thought I knew my friend well, but I was very wrong.
Right.
So, can I really decide whether Countess is trustworthy after spending just a short time with her?
Okay, I won't necessarily go with that, but like, I mean, it's through somebody's words and actions that you can understand what kind of person that they are. Not for how long you know them. You know what I mean? So like, you can be best friends with a serial killer. They're still bad. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, but you know what I mean? And in the same way, you can, you know what I mean? Like, you should judge them by what they say and do. This story has a low-key sad ending, you think so? But no spoilers, okay?
I think we can go with what Cassidy suggested. Play another round of the game with her so we can understand her better.
Unless you're talking about the whole Jervin thing. These decisions can be difficult.
Oops, sorry. My mind drifted off for a moment there.
Because I already played the whole Jervin thing. How do you feel about Countess?
I feel like I can see myself in her. Countess was born a Hypogean, and my magic is inherently chaotic and difficult to control. None of us chose to be this way.
True.
Because of my unusual trait, I know
Aww.
what it's like to be an outcast.
You know what? I was
think
not
she
expecting
must have gone
Pippa.
through something similar.
I wasn't expecting Pippa to relate more with Countess. I really thought, I don't know if you remember the streams before, but I said that Pippa would probably be afraid of Countess, but she's a lot less afraid than I thought. If they tried to steal Countess, I would smite them with the fury of 1,000 suns. Also, happy birthday to Abby on YT. Everybody's wishing you a happy birthday, Abby. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think we've had enough with the Gervin story. So I love... No, Jervin? It's Jervin. I keep remembering Dime said, what is it, Gerbil? And so I have to think about it. Jervin. But I feel like we need more, because I feel like Jervin had one inconvenience and kind of just like went off the deep end, and I don't think that's okay. Like, I really just don't. So I want to know more about what his story was, because he's like, oh, my family was judging me, but were they really? Like, I need to know. Like, I need to see more flashbacks about that. And then and even Professor Lamar, when he killed Professor Lamar, it felt so out of nowhere. So I want to see, like, I don't want Jervin's story to end here. I need some more close up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do feel bad for Sylvan.
I was lucky to meet Professor Solis. She believed in me and got me into the Serene Lyceum. So now, I want to give Countess a chance to prove herself. We shouldn't be too quick to write her off only because she's a Hypogean.
Facts. And you know what? We need to remember the whole drama that the Graveborns went through. And we owe Forestro an apology too, because he was like, what crime have I committed? And we didn't give any answer. Which is crazy. We need to stop judging the Hypogeans, because we've had plenty of good experiences with Hypogeans, even Kulu. Let's tell Countess our decision.
You guys are finally done talking. So, what's your decision? Oh? One more round?
Isn't that the game's main point? This round will decide your fate. That's terrible. What kind of pressure is that? Just be like, hey, let's play another game, but just so you know, if it sucks, you're going down.
Yeah. Seal me or not, I'm stuck working here anyway. So I might as well make the most of this chance to have some fun. This time, I'll make sure we use a module that's more fun and exciting. But the library's too small for me to really express my creativity.
What
Get
do you
me
mean?
a spot with enough room, little Merlin.
Why me? Let me think about
Aren't
it.
you the great Magister Merlin? Don't lose your prestige in front of the students.
That's crazy. I'm gonna be right back just a second. I want to get some eye drops. Just a second. Just a second. Pain is only for the strong, for the strong. Hello, welcome back. Is there a place on campus that's spacious, unoccupied, and entirely under your control? The tower? The Stellar Spire, of course. The Stellar Spire should be fine.
Your magic tower? A boring choice, but still better than the library.
It reminds me of Star Trek. You know how, like, in Star Trek they have the holodeck? I don't know if you know that. But, well, at least in the second... So not in the original Star Trek, but in the second one, with Picard, Data, there is the place called the holodeck. And, oh my gosh, I cannot open this. I got curious what made Jervin go off the deep end. Same with Siren. I'm split with Cryanaya. Yelena was already dead before her return, but she still ended lives in both the past and present. So Cryanaya is definitely evil. Like, she's definitely evil, but I don't hate her. You know what I mean? Like, she's a good villain and a good antagonist. Even Sia, I dislike him. I dislike him, but he's a good villain. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand what his thought process was and everything. I think he's childish, but at least he has more backstory than Jervin does. I really feel like Jervin Like, I don't understand why he did what he did. Like, at least with Sia, I understand why he did what he did. A little bit more.
Oh, and you haven't forgotten the day off you promised me, have you?
Never. I haven't forgotten. Do you want to use
I only
it?
get 1 day off a year, so I have to spend it on something meaningful.
1 day off. Yeah.
I'll be fine-tuning everything for the next round. No one's allowed to bother me all day.
Sure, keep your nose clean. What does that mean?
Don't worry. The students will manage just fine without the rulebook for a day. Get ready to have your mind blown by my story.
Yeah, adorable. Before you can reply, Countess makes a beeline for the lounge and drives headfirst into the preparations.
I have to say, Countess is truly unlike any other Hypogean, personality-wise.
Indeed.
You haven't even met a
She couldn't be
Hypogean.
more different from the vile ones I saw in textbooks.
Like, they talking like they
Could
know any of
actually
them.
Be a nice Hypogean. Wait, calling a Hypogean nice does sound kind of odd.
She said she needs the whole day to prepare. Magister Merlin, let's meet at the Stellar Spire at midnight tomorrow.
That's literally how it sounds when I make plans. Like, midnight? But to be fair, a lot of... my brain starts working at midnight. I'm not sure what it is. But, like, every time randomly in the middle of the night, and genuinely, you can even see timestamps on my other account, it's literally, like, midnight, 1 a.m. I'm gonna call it a day. See you tomorrow.
Good night, Magister Merlin.
After parting ways with your companions, you head back to the lounge. You spend the night relaxing. As day falls, you set out for the Stellar Spire. Go to the library. I thought we were going to the Stellar Spire. Like, I love the alliteration. It's just so hard to say.
Is it just me, or is something off about the library today? I had a tiff with my friend earlier. I thought a magic broom was gonna hit me, but it didn't.
What? Do you enjoy the pain or something?
No, the point is, I broke the school rules, but I wasn't punished.
I think it's nice Kainai let her have enough life to have living day of happiness she dreamed of, but still needs understanding treatment of life better like Kulu and Countess. I think Kainaya is genuinely evil because she doesn't even have a concept of harming people is bad. Like, she literally, it just sounded like she thought people were toys. Like, she's like a divine being and then everybody else is like a doll or like an animal or something. So I felt like she was like truly evil. But even then, I still prefer Kainaya over Sia because Sia knew. Like, at least Kainaya is a different type of being, you know? Like, she's not just a regular person like Sia is. She's actually a Hypogean with actually different powers and stuff. So maybe sort of like how Azora, maybe how like Azora kind of had like a shift in perspective from Perseus. Maybe something like that can happen to Kainaya if she learns how people are not just like dolls that you can just toss around and discard as you like. Sia is beyond redemption though, because he murdered a ton of people and did it with a smile. And then like there's no real reason. You know, like, he has no real reason to be that evil. Like, for no reason. And that arrogant. Like, his song was a banger, don't get me wrong. Like, it was a whole banger and a half. I still sing it every now and then. But I don't understand where he's like, come one and all, bow down and fall, come bend the knee and fall in line. Come feast your eyes and welcome in, Nugget. On the mage's finest, second to none and most divine. Second to none? Merlin? You are not number one, honey.
You're not the only one. Some other students have noticed that the school rules aren't as strict as they used to be. Are they still in force? Does this mean I can skip classes whenever I want?
Come on, man. Listening to the students makes you realize how essential Countess is, which is why she's allowed only 1 day of rest each year. Hang on. The agreement restricts Countess to the library, so she can't move freely. She will have to go with you to reach the Stellar Spire. You head back to the library and see Countess sitting by the rulebook staring blankly into the distance.
You're finally here, Merlin. I'm glad you remembered to come for me. Come on, let's go. I can't wait to start the game.
You take Countess out of the library under the cloak of darkness. When did this place get a garden? Whoa, there's even a little fountain. Wait, don't go running around. Follow Countess to the Stellar Spire. Are you sure it's safe to leave me unsupervised? Here. Everybody's here. Like, literally everybody's walking around. Hold on. There used to be a girl obsessed with restoration. This must be her work. I think she did a pretty good job. I don't know why we had a whole cutscene for that. Bro, give her 2 days off. Vacation time, health, dental, literally. To be honest, I think she gets way more. Like, she should get more. Students always complain that the lecture halls are too far away. Time really flies when you're having fun. Seriously, this isn't much of a walk. The campus has changed a lot.
So much has changed on campus. Ugh, I wish I hadn't been stuck in the library.
Aren't you excited to start the game? I had no idea you liked taking walks.
If you'd spent the past 20 years cooped up indoors, you'd be even more eager to move around than I am, my dear Merlin. If I stay in the library any longer, I'll be choking on the dust settling on me.
I do kind of agree. So I would actually be very happy to stay a lot of, like, even more time at home. Maybe that's because I'm at work and stuff. Maybe if she is working in the library, so that actually, But yeah, the dust would actually be settling because she's like a rule book. Agreed. To learn people with mortal lives are not like toys, but friends and family. Digging deeper into that psychology of Kryanaya, shallow existence of kindness with Yelena until she has a revelation. That's a possibility, yeah. I don't think Kryanaya is beyond saving, but I don't really see why she would be redeemed. You know what I mean? Like, we have so many like characters to get into, like, especially with like the addition of other characters. I just don't know if Kryanaya is gonna have another moment. I mean, it's highly possible. I just don't know. And I don't know why they would redeem her if they did. Cause like, you're right, the only kinda nice thing she did was let Princess Yelena have like her moment in the winter festival thing. I'm putting my hair in a bun. Come bend the knee and fall in line. Oops. If Countess eagerly takes in her surroundings, not even the status in the corner escape her notice. She clearly treasures this chance to get out and about. If Countess enjoys the outside world so much, what could have compelled her to enter into that agreement confining her to the library?
You must be wondering how I could possibly stand being stuck in the library for 20 years.
I am very curious. Since when can you read
Just a
minds?
guess. Even though you've lost your memory, your little quirks are still the same.
You have easily escaped. Why didn't you try to leave?
By the abyss! I can't believe you asked such a foolish question! Don't you know that breaking our agreement comes with a punishment? Being trapped in the library is dull, but at least punishing students spices things up a bit.
And this is why I cannot even be mad at how strict she is. Like, of course, like, she needs something to do.
Even if the boredom becomes unbearable, I won't go anywhere until our deal is
She can
done.
read minds. Seal her away. She's a witch.
By the very notion of rules, I swear I mean it.
What? What? Why did we make the agreement? What's your story with Syndicate?
Oh my, look at the time. We're going to be late. Whisk me off to your tower already, little Merlin.
Such an awkward change of
Chop, chop.
subject.
We'd better hurry if we want enough time for the game.
Chop, chop. Oh, she was kind of reminding me of... The way she said that kind of reminded me of... Jurassic Park. You know, the part where they try to break into the computer and he's like, That's what the intonation kind of sounded like. Countess seems reluctant to answer. Let's just go to the tower first. You're finally here. I've been waiting for you, friend. There's no voice. This is not the quest. Can I come in? You see, my Oath of Glory was shattered by Jervin last time we fought, and I left it in your magic tower. You're no longer banned. Are you sick? You keep coughing. I'm fine. Magister Merlin, do you mind if I come in? Alright, but are you really fine? I'm not ill, just recovering from my last battle. I took quite a heavy blow from Jervin, but it's nothing too serious. Professor Solis has tended to my wounds. She said it'll take some time for my lungs to fully recover. Don't worry about me. Apart from feeling a little weak and out of breath, I feel fine. I'm not convinced. Come on in first. Thanks. Let me make a potion for you. Potions for sale! I appreciate it, Magister Merlin. I can still walk. You don't have to hold me up, Magister. But before this, oh, wait, it is this. What? Follow
All
Countess.
right, you can leave me here. I know the rest of the way. I'll head inside first to make some final touches. Come in once everyone's here, and prepare to be amazed.
Countess disappears into the stellar spire. Shortly after, everyone else arrives.
Everyone's here. Where's Countess?
She went inside first to set things up. We'll meet her inside.
Playing a game in Merlin's tower? I'm never going to forget this.
I can't wait to see what lies ahead on this adventure.
The stellar spire is completely empty. Countess is nowhere to be seen. And even Cranky isn't here to greet you with treats like usual.
Where's Countess? Could she...
Suddenly, a mysterious gust of wind blows your way. Along with it comes a letter.
Is this a commission?
During your last adventure, you overcame the wicked Hypogean and saved Dungan, earning widespread fame. Yet Dungan has never truly found peace. Evil forces persist, and unseen dangers still prowl. For reasons unknown, Hypofiends have suddenly attacked Hausberg, a village that was normally safe. Desperate and out of options, the mayor now calls upon you to vanquish this threat.
Look at that! Is that a portal?
Yep, another past side mission. I hope you get more time to enjoy the ones you missed. Side videos off stream. Yes, I'm thinking about doing that because I still have so many videos. Like, even from the very first starter story over in the Dark Forest. There's still so many stories over there. And then right after that, I still have side quest in the Ashen Waste. So I was thinking about doing that again, especially how like with Tomodachi Life, it's a little bit like slower now. Like slower in I don't know what else to do other than take care of my Mies. Look at that. Is that a portal? I might do like a few Tomodachi Life videos and then like an AFK Journey video. The portal has Countess written all over it. I wonder what she has in store for us. A glaring light engulfs you the moment you step through the portal. When you open your eyes again... What's happening? Are we still in my tower?
Is this Houseburg?
Wait, this place really exists? I thought it was fictional.
From the magic flowing around us, I can tell we're still within the tower. But what we're seeing here is...
Welcome, Legend Makers. Houseburg needs your help.
Hi, honey. Cranky?
Greetings, Master. But in this story, I'm the mayor of Houseburg.
Cranky, what's this about? How did Countess talk you into this?
Countess told me you love this tabletop game she created. To make sure you have fun, she invited me to play a role in the story.
Aww.
Acting isn't my strong suit, but I'll do my best for your sake. Also, Countess thinks I'm a good fit for the mayor's role.
Cranky, what's this about?
Countess built this illusory world within the simulacrum realms to create a more immersive experience. This is an enchanted space that can replicate specific environments as needed.
It's literally the holodeck, but I don't mind it. This is fine. Now you know what Countess was secretly working on yesterday. Mayor, please go with the story.
Legend Makers, thank you for accepting the commission. Since last month, hypo-fiends have been relentlessly attacking our village, and our guards are struggling to hold them back. They even...
Oh no! They're here again! So many of them! Even more than all the previous waves combined! Help!
What? They just came this morning! Legend Makers, please help us!
I know it's just been a week, but we'll be back in 6 months. Hypo-fiends are swarming in from everywhere. Countess really went out this time.
My waves of knowledge will crush you! Everyone's doing great.
Phew, they're all gone at last.
A battle right from the start? Didn't see this coming. Good thing the hypo-fiends weren't too hard to handle.
What's the matter, Cassidy?
Cassidy's
Are
feeling
you
some
hurt?
type of way.
Oh, I'm fine. Just pondering something. Don't these hypo-fiends seem a bit strange?
They're part of the game.
Hypo-fiends are aggressive toward humans, but it's unusual for them to carry out a large-scale attack on a specific target like this. There could be a special cause behind their assault.
The letter says the attacks occurred for unknown reasons. It's definitely worth investigating.
Legend Makers, thank you for driving away the hypo-fiends. The villagers wish to hold a modest feast to show their gratitude. Would you be free to attend?
Yes!
A feast would be a perfect chance to dig up more clues. All the villagers will be there, and in the festive atmosphere, they'll be more likely to let their guard down and answer questions.
Sylvan, don't tell me you're planning to charm them with your dance again.
She says that like it's a bad thing, but she's very excited from the posture.
Well, I'll step up if the situation calls for it.
I love this environment. Wish they had us keep it. Like the shade map with the primordial dragon. Ascaron Soul. We'll be there. Where will this feast be held?
It'll be at the Central Plaza. However, because of the hypo-fiends, the village lies in disarray, with much of its infrastructure damaged. The feast cannot be held until the restoration is complete.
Okay.
Some villagers are chatting over there. Let's listen in and see if we can pick up anything useful.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll for Streetwise. And hello, Brad. How you doing? Ouch! I got hit by a blasted hypo fiend.
One day I'll slaughter them all. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Can you just lie down and stop bragging? The hypofiends just won't stop coming. If this keeps up, we're done for.
Don't worry, it's
Don't lose
fine.
heart. The mayor's brought in some great help this time. They could actually get rid of the monsters for good.
True.
I admire your optimism. But this isn't the first time help has come. We're still the ones left suffering, while they simply pocket our money and walk away.
That's rough.
They were outright scammers who did nothing.
I'm doing
and the problem
fantastic.
just keeps getting worse.
Hausberg was once a safe haven.
But now the hypofiends just won't leave us alone, even though there are other villages nearby.
I wonder why they're here. Like, why specifically this city?
Could it be that there's something wrong with Hausberg?
It has to be, right? Or maybe the people?
I hear the guard captain got a scholar to check things out. Not sure if they've figured anything out yet.
Either way, it's not something ordinary folks like us need to worry about. Better to relax and enjoy the feast while the monsters are kept at bay.
Talk to Cassidy. Something's wrong with this town.
If the attacks were caused by fluctuations in magical energy or force fields, then nearby villages should have been affected as well. However, the hypofiends only targeted Hausberg.
Busy doing cookout things. Nothing beats charcoal. You mean you're doing cookout things? Because I thought for a second that you meant the villagers. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, they're preparing for a feast.
It looks like there's something here that's attracting them.
The two villagers spoke of the recent influx of outsiders. Could they be involved?
I guess so.
It's hard to say. We don't have enough clues yet.
True.
The feast's about to start. Let's head to the plaza.
I thought that we were waiting for the restoration.
Nothing should go wrong at the feast, right?
We just need to stay discreet. Besides,
Barbarian,
even if a conflict does arise, we can
barbarian.
use combat to settle things.
Nice tactic, Cassidy. I can use stealth and strike from behind.
And I can lend out my wooden stick.
LOL.
The lights are up. Come on, let's go.
Under the glowing lanterns, the villagers gather around the tables, toasting and talking cheerfully. The chatter dies down the moment you arrive, with almost fanatical grins. They swarm towards you, giving you a full superstar treatment.
They defeated the Hypo Fiends!
She's pretty.
Hausberg is safe again because of them!
You know, she reminds me of that one in Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. There's one of the bachelorettes named, I think her name was Cecilia. I'm gonna look this up right now. Today's Memorial Day. Folks wanted burgers and dogs. Nice. Harvest Moon. Cecilia. I forgot today was also a holiday. Happy Memorial Day to everyone who celebrates. Celebrate good time, oh. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah. So this character, Cecilia, she kind of reminds me of Cecilia. Or Celia. War is not freedom over my shoulder. I see a clearer view. I was also about to say, is this still a part of the D&D skit? It is.
Thank goodness they solved everything in just one day. Any longer and I've blown all my savings on their reward.
After a fan meeting session, the fervent crowd finally backs off.
Wow, they're way too enthusiastic. It's a bit much to handle.
Something doesn't feel right. Magister Merlin, did you catch what they said?
They've said we've solved everything, but the matter's far from over.
Yeah, that seems odd to me as well. Wouldn't the villagers want us to stick around longer to make sure the Hypofiends are really gone? But they kept saying the attacks are over and that Hausberg is safe. I have a feeling they actually want us to leave sooner rather than later.
Which is strange, right?
What are these people up to? Could there be something going on that we don't know?
Relax, Pippa. This could actually work in our favor. Their desperation has given us an opening for investigation. When the villagers came at us just now, some stayed calm and kept their distance. Did anyone notice? These people might have the answers we're looking for.
You're right. They were observing us from afar. I thought they were up to no good, so I kept an eye on them. Turns out I completely misread the situation.
Nice work, Pippa. Now we know who to go after.
Thanks to Pippa, you managed to identify 4 villagers to speak with. The first is Terrence, the guard captain. He is said to know more about Hypofiends than anyone else in Hausberg. Next is Zandra, the scholar. Terrace brought in to study the Hypofiends. She has a conversation with Terrace earlier, but it didn't end well. The third is Odom, an ironware supplier. He provides the villagers and guards with weapons to fight the Hypofiends. Rather than celebrating, he seems to be here just to do business. Lastly, there's Salome, a mage apprentice. She's been watching you silently right from the start, which is somewhat unsettling. I like her design too. The mage apprentice seems familiar.
Then we'll count on you to talk to her. We have no time to lose. Let's split up and gather as many clues as we can.
I wish I could be as strong as those legend makers.
I know you. I've heard so much about you, but this is my first time seeing you in person. Oh my. You guys wiped out those Hypofiends without breaking a sweat. Incredible! If it weren't for you, the guards wouldn't have stood a chance. All of Hausberg.
Why is she so, like, breathy?
Today.
You know, like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to... You know what I mean?
I guess this is what sheer power looks like. Not even 100 villagers could accomplish what you just did.
You're right. I don't think so.
But I'm telling the truth. If everyone, no, even if just 5 villagers were as strong as you, Hausberg wouldn't have to fear the Hypofiends.
I like that face though.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to become a better mage. I hope to reach your level one day, or even become the greatest mage of all.
She's kind of making me nervous. Like, the way she just speaks is like, whoa, what's happening? Keep going. I love this part. The deeper we go, adventure. As Salome speaks, her eyes burn with a fervor so fierce, it verges on intimidating. It is! It is actually intimidating. Up close, she doesn't radiate any strong magic. Her magical talent is only average at best, and she certainly knows it. And yet, she still dreams of becoming the world's strongest mage. What keeps that hope alive? Maybe you can get her to open up. Was she doing anything? No reason to be so exasperated. Exactly. Like, she's just like... Use sense and read her thought. Use sense to feel the surrounding magic. Build rapport with Salome. I'm gonna read her thoughts because she's kind of making me nervous. A roller 12 or above is required to use the sense skill. Come on, man. You rolled a 15. Hey! The action is a success. You study Salome and she meets your gaze with wide eyes and a dreamy smile. There's a hint of smug confidence in her grin. Could she have found a way to boost her mana? Maybe you can pry some details from her. Ooh, that's interesting. Have you found a way to boost your mana? What? You must have worked very hard.
You know it too? Of course. You're a legend maker after all.
Like, doesn't she, like, she's freaking me out.
I know magic's all about talent. Someone once said that I was too mediocre to ever succeed, but I refuse to believe it. Thankfully, I met an amazing master who helped me improve drastically.
Okay.
Turns out my previous master just wasn't competent enough. My master assured me I would become as powerful as him one day.
There's a mage like him here. Can I meet him? I like how expressive her face is, though.
What for? To
Why?
show him you're more gifted and worthy of being his student than me? No way. This is a chance I've worked my tail off for.
Okay, okay. Calm down. I don't need to learn from him. I'm a rogue, not a mage.
Oh, I see. Right. You're already skilled enough.
That's not what I said.
Once I finish training with my master, I'll become as capable as you. I can't wait for that day to come.
She did it. I don't know. The more she speaks, the more intimidated I am by her. And I definitely do think she's suspicious. Like, not just, like, blissfully unaware. Like, I think she's actively doing something from me. I don't know what she's doing, but it's definitely something. Might be a bad quirk from when they recite lines. Maybe, but I don't know. It doesn't feel that way because she does it so consistently. I feel like if it was an accident, then they would just edit it in the studio, right? So either they literally intentionally seeked her out because of the breathiness, or that was what they wanted specifically for her character, so they just had her be more... Because it does make you feel a certain type of way, right? So that must be the intention behind it. Either way, it's on purpose. I just don't know why. Soon the plaza quiets down as the feast is about to end. You and your companions gather in the secluded corner to share your findings.
Terrence, the guard captain, and his men have been tracking the Hypofiend's activities. He has noticed that their attacks are becoming more frequent. He has passed the data to Xandra, the scholar, who concludes that the Hypofiends are likely to launch their largest attack on Houseburg in just 2 days. Which means we only have 2 days to get to the bottom of things.
A month ago, Xandra noticed an unusual magic source in Houseburg. The very thing drawing the Hypofiends to the town. That led her to reach out to Terrence, hoping to investigate the magic source, and in the process, strengthen her own mana. However, recent evidence suggests that the magic source came from outside. The fact that Xandra is an outsider has eroded the trust between her and Terrence. Also, Xandra suspected that someone was getting in the way of her research, so she asked us to help her out.
I talked to the weapon guy, Odom, and he seemed really fishy. He might be involved in the plot behind the Hypofiend attacks, but he doesn't know much. Probably just a pawn. His weapons store wasn't doing well when things were peaceful, but ever since the Hypofiends showed up, his business has been booming.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it's actually him. I don't think he has anything to do with it. Because he's just capitalist, you know? Like, he's just here to make money. And hello, Captain. This feels more like an actual chapter rather than a roleplay skit, right?
He stands to gain from these attacks, which could explain his motive. In his defense, Odom claimed he couldn't have orchestrated such a grand scheme.
Why did you
by
question
himself,
him, Pippa?
Since he neither wields magic nor knows how to fight.
What is his face? What is that? Heart restoration. Half moon. SN half moon. I don't know what that is. You relay your conversation with Salome, along with the suspicious things you noticed about her.
She's sketchy. As far as I know, the methods to boost mana quickly are all...
I get what you mean. Salome's suspicious, but she's too
Salome.
defensive to cooperate with us right now. Everyone, let's figure out what we can do right now.
I didn't get the second half. Oh! I didn't know that there was like a first and second half.
As Pippa said,
That's kind of
Odom's
cute though.
very likely just an accomplice.
How did you guys get that?
If we play our cards right, He could lead us to the mastermind.
I'd say we can trust Sandra. She wants the same things we do, and she was the first to offer working together.
I concur. I believe the magic source she found holds the truth we're after.
Let's split up and cover more ground.
Magister Merlin's right. With so many leads in so little time, it's more efficient to divide and conquer.
Random drops, I see.
I'll go meet Sandra.
I'll come with you.
Watching different streams.
Alright, I'll team up with Captain Terrence to investigate Odom.
I very rarely do those things.
What about you, Magister Merlin?
But I did want the Ditto one.
Look,
I didn't get it though.
Isn't that Salome? Why is she leaving already? The feast isn't even over yet.
I mean, if you're full, the feast is basically over for you.
She seems anxious. Could she be on her way to meet her master?
Whatever it is, it's a good opportunity to pick up some clues. Let's follow her.
Let's go!
Hold on. I can sense a detection spell around her. If we follow her recklessly, we'll give ourselves away.
The question is Cassidy cheating by actually using her magic and being able to detect? Or is she using her skills in game? Like, is Countess doing something to, like, literally make it easier? Ah, the stage is finally mine. I'll use stealth. A roller 16 or above is required to use the stealth skill. This must be hard then. Rolling the dice. You rolled a 16. The action is successful. A thin, watery film envelops you. Your body feels lighter and seems to have merged with air itself.
Where's Merlin?
Don't worry, I'm fine. Let me follow her.
Be careful, Magister.
Let's find out what she's up to. These are her footprints. She's right ahead. We're here to let you know our time is now. The trail continues. What business does she have in such a far-flung corner? The far-flung forest is the best, of course, if you want to get close to the greenery. Then camping in the wild is the place to be. There's flowers and fish. What the? What is going on over here? Is this a secret ritual? I should find a good hiding spot and watch. It's giving me flashbacks to Illusions in Snow, you know? Chains of Eternity. Are they summoning hypofiends? I should get closer and listen to what they're saying.
Hypofiends? I don't understand. You said the ritual was meant to make us stronger. Why did it end up summoning hypofiends?
Tell me,
Are you gonna eat them?
who do you think wields the greatest power in the world?
Gods?
Wrong. The greatest power is held by a being far beyond our understanding. But you're right to say that gods are formidable. The power you seek is nothing but a drop in the ocean compared to theirs. To gain greater power, we need to seize it from the gods, or from those akin to them.
Master, I'm not sure what you mean.
Hypogeans. Hypogeans are as mighty as gods. Whatever a god can give, a hypogean can too. Many of us
Interesting.
crave the power of the hypogeans. Together, we formed a secret
What Peaks of Time
society
story should I do
and
first?
mastered a form of magic
First?
unlike any other.
My favorite is Chains of Eternity. But Echoes of Descent? No, Forms of Devotion. Forms of Devotion is really good. To be fair, I just went in order of its release. So I did the Song of Strife. Then what was it? Chains of Eternity. Then it was Forms of Devotion. Where's Echoes of Descent? No, it was Echoes of Descent, then Forms of Devotion, right? I kind of forgot. But personally, my favorite is Forms of Devotion.
mean, all the spells you showed me?
Yes, that's the power drawn from hypogeans and hypofiends.
So she was what was causing all the hypofiends to appear.
Unlike the power of gods, which you can only receive passively, this is a power you can seize at will. This power can make you the greatest mage in the world. You'll become hundreds, even thousands of times stronger than those so-called legend makers.
I can't believe I missed the opportunity. I could have gained immense power just now.
Don't worry, the ritual isn't over. You still have another shot.
Song of Strife. I was touched by the family bonding and the fights over innocence and love. Yeah, everyone has like a different style.
Summoning hypofiends was only the first step. Now our goal is to call forth a hypogean. We'll claim its power and become masters of dark magic!
Lower your volume. Why are you yelling? They're out of their minds. Just as you are ready to take down the hypofiends and destroy the magic circle.
Behold this magnificent undertaking.
Stop the ritual. Yeah. You see, like, we would have got there eventually. You breathe laboriously as your heart hammers against your ribs. Everything around you is utterly silent, and your mind goes blank. You try to raise your head with every ounce of your strength. The magic circle comes into sight. Salome is there, still wearing the same rapturous smile. The hypofiends and humans collapsed around. The circle doesn't look dead. They appear to be bowing to some divine presence. As the magic circle keeps absorbing mana, a darker, more corrupted form begins to take shape at its center. There are two of them. Their distinct shapes and colors prove they exist, yet you cannot name them. The greatest power is held by a being far beyond our understanding. The president's voice resounds in your mind, joined by the torrent of frantic whispers. A roll of 20 or above is required to declutter your mind and regain clarity. We're gonna fail this. You rolled a 20. Shocking. Faint grants you clear vision. The whispers wane, allowing you to see what lies at the center of the magic circle. An ancient brass book and a 20-sided die hover at the center in silence. They are alive. They turn slowly, their cold, unfeeling eyes taking in the dead, the surroundings, their summoners, and finally, you.
Perfect. The ritual went better than
Cthulhu?
expected.
What are you doing here?
We have twin hypogeans. Let's
The
see
book and the
them up
dice are the hypogean? Like, I'm very confused.
Ah, a die that governs change. Wonderful. With it, I'll bend everyone's fate to my will.
I'm gonna just punch him.
And
Take the die.
is that a rule book? It's worthless.
What do you mean? They're twins. You're
If
supposed to take care of
everything
them.
goes as planned, I'll rise above the rules themselves. Why would I lower myself to become their prisoner?
Is there a show like that? Like, is there a show where they're trying to, like, summon demons and stuff, but then they summon baby demons? I know you're probably thinking Chibi Devi, but that's not what happened in Chibi Devi. Suplex City one-way trip, literally. With a smirk, he looks up as an invisible life force, the brass book and the die into midair. Then the force drives the book and the die in the opposite directions, tearing them apart. A scream of agony echoes across the clearing. That's so sad. Aren't they supposed to be twins? They're living beings, right? The man is unfazed. To your bewilderment, he then rends open his chest and shoves the die inside. What the? He has devoured
All
that
right,
die.
the ritual's over. Take that book back for research and make sure to clean up. I'm not one to leave a mess behind.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get suplexed. You realize he is actually alone, directing his subordinates remotely. This might be your only chance to stop him. What will you do? Charge out and stop him. Attack him from the shadows. Stay put and keep watching. You make your decision, but nothing happens. Without change, you can no longer make a difference. Oof. What should you do? You're forced to stay in place, forced to stay in place, forced to stay in place. I guess the first one. Unable to move, you watch the president walk away. He just walked away. Suddenly, the silence is shattered as the brass book quivers and struggles to rise. It scrambles off, desperate to escape the ritual site. All that remains is the empty magic circle and a ground littered with lifeless bodies. Is there anything else you want to do? I can't let that book get away. Let's look for traces. Maybe I can use sense. I can't let that book get away. Even a weak hypogean can be dangerous and must be subdued. Moreover, I actually don't think this book is bad. They just want to be with their dice buddy. Moreover, you will need the power of the rules to take on the secret society's president. The hypogean that controls the rules is strikingly similar to Countess. Perhaps she's modeled it after herself, but who does the die represent? Is it just the character Countess made up for the story? Would she really invent a sister for herself just for fun? Fear and disorientation fade, replaced by confusion. With control of your legs restored, it's time to move. Tracking down the escaped hypogean is my immediate priority. A roll of 16 or above is required to use the sense skill, but rolling the dice. You are unable to roll the dice. Oof. With the president in possession of the die, your fate is set in stone, and you are unable to act as you wish. There's only one path you may take. A chaotic, blazing trail emerges on the ground. The flames point towards the northwest, where the north wind meets the west, marking the path the hypogean took in its escape. There's a river full of memories. The hypofiends are back. Come, my darling, homeward bound. Oh, shoot. I am found.
Witness the power of the forest.
Zero seems tougher than the previous wave. Woo!
Everyone's doing great.
Everyone's doing great. Whatever the case, I must track down the book first.
Help us. I can't breathe.
Did the hypofiend attack you? I don't see any wounds on you.
No, the hypofiends didn't hurt us.
Did your TikTok get banned? It did leave. Well, it didn't get banned, but it got heavily restricted. So that's why I stopped streaming over there. Well, I mean, I cannot stream. They won't let me.
They came, and we escaped. But when we got here...
And hello, Blue Mist. Welcome in.
Suddenly, we
and
couldn't
Levi.
breathe.
My whole body aches. My
Yeah,
bones hurt,
but thank
my
you for
eyes
finding
feel
me here.
swollen. It's like something's growing inside me.
Examine their bodies. And thanks, Blue. The villagers moan in pain. They have no external wounds, yet their skin is alarmingly hot, and their limbs twitch from time to time. A familiar aura emanates from them, and you recognize it as dark magic.
Please, help us.
My character skills aren't suitable. Countess won't punish me for using real magic, right? Even though the villagers are only illusions, you can't bring yourself to ignore their suffering. You try to dispel the dark magic.
I feel so much better now. Thank you so much.
Make sure you get Cassidy's help right away. My magic only provides temporary relief. The villagers thank you profusely, supporting one another as they slowly make their way home. You know the problem isn't truly solved. The dark magic afflicting the townsfolk is infused with the power of rules, and even your own magic can only suppress it temporarily. At present, the most urgent task is to track down the Hypogean summoned by the ritual. The trail is fading. The Hypogean is running out of strength. But Mist and Levi, is this your first time Is it Countess? Is this your first time with AFK Journey? The Hypogean slumps weakly to the ground. Countess, what are you doing here? Aren't you the game master? You get it. Countess wants to be a part of the game, just like last time, but now she's ignoring you. Is it because you aren't fully immersed in the story? That's right. You shouldn't have called her Countess out of the blue. Correct yourself and get back into character. Hey, Hypogean. Hey, rulebook. Say your lines, Hypogean. Shinagi! Welcome in! No, I think I caught one of your AFK Journey streams like last year. Okay. Did you... Thank you so much for the subscription. I don't think it actually popped up on the screen, but I can see the badge now. It says Hamlet. I'm going to say, hey, Hypogean. The Hypogean remains silent, lying listlessly on the ground and staring blankly at the lake. With such a feeble aura, she is barely hanging on. She ignores you completely, showing no intent to fight or flee. Her eyelids flutter, then close again. She seems to have lost all will to live. You need a more effective way to rouse her. Write a new rules on her. Subdue her by force. Entice her with more holidays. LOL! Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. I thought they were trying to save money on her VA. Imagine. I mean, that's a high possibility. Because I feel like that does happen, right? I'm gonna write new rules. You are after her power anyway. Now is your chance to find out what the rules can do. Let's write new rules on your book. What kind of rules will you make? As you look around, ideas start pouring in. New rule. Only fish are allowed in lakes. LOL. New rule. Walking upside down is forbidden. New rule. No picking flowers or leaves. I'm going to say walking upside down is forbidden. Great. No innocent bystanders will be affected. Nobody's just going to start doing handstands, right? Well, maybe you, but you have a reason. Now that no one else is around, the Hypogean has graciously closed her eyes to spare you the embarrassment. You may begin. Do a handstand. The world before you spins. When the dizziness finally subsides, you find yourself standing upright. Just give up, my friend. Your effort is admirable, but we're meant to bear your weight, not your hands. Your feet advise earnestly. LOL. You fail at the handstand, but the experiment is a success. New rules. No picking flowers or leaves. You bend down and gently pluck a leaf from the plant. The next moment, a gust of wind whistles past your ear, and the plant lashes out at you with a vine. You dodge the blow. Instead of attacking again, the plant grabs the leaf and sets it back on its branch. You don't blame the plant for defending itself, nor will you reach for that leaf again. You have done enough to confirm your fury. Only fish are allowed in lakes. To be cautious, you write a rule that won't disturb the wildlife. That will actually disturb the wildlife a lot, which is why I wanted to do that last. Because there are way more than fish in the water. In general, there's like amoeba, there's like, not amoeba, what is that? What's the word? Like, there's so much, like, what are those little, like, clammy things? Are they clams? Are those sea? There is, like mold. There's like moss. There's so many living creatures in water that go beyond fish. Even like platypus, you know, like they need to be in water too. And then also, if we're thinking about sea life, so this is a river, right? Or a lake. I forgot if it's a river or a lake. But in seas, there are even more creatures. Like, what about invertebrate? To be cautious, you write a rule that won't disturb the wildlife. Now wade into the lake and see if the rule works. Suddenly, a piercing scream reverberates across the lake, and a waterfowl frantically flaps its wings and flees. Oops. You offer a silent apology to that waterfowl, having forgotten it too calls the lake home. At the expense of an innocent waterfowl's rest, your experiment succeeds. The rules really do work. Even so, you still don't have a full grasp of how the rule book works. Both the waterfowl and you are punished for breaking the rules, but these are only isolated cases. Many questions remain unanswered, like how far the rules reach and if they apply to groups instead of just individuals. Beviles? I don't know values. Define. Values. Ooh, ooh, it's over to over. Are aquatic mollusks such as clams, oysters, mussels, and scallops. Right, those guys. I didn't know they had a word. How do you pronounce it? That doesn't sound right. Bivalve. Even mollusks like clams and snails live in the lake. Smart. Right, it's just such a bad idea to limit only lakes to fishes. There are so many creatures that live in water. Like even axolotl, that doesn't count as a fish, right? But it can only be in lakes. Furthermore, can new rules override the fundamental laws of physics and magic, reshaping the very nature of the world? New rule. Disable gravity and let everything float. New rule. Eliminate all hypofiends and dark magic. I mean, let's go ahead. If hypofiends were really gone, this module would be over, yet the game goes on.
What is it that you want?
It'd be so annoying. How could a human be so annoying?
Are you done yet?
Yeah,
What
some
exactly
amphibians too.
are you after?
Like frogs and stuff. Like there's so many creatures. Are you done yet? What exactly are you after, human? I thought you would never say a word. What makes a rule work?
Are you wondering why some of the new rules you made didn't work? Listen, even though I command the power of rules, I cannot supersede the laws of this world, including the fundamental laws of physics and magic. Those absurd new rules of yours interfere with the laws of the world, so they can't be added to the rulebook.
Can anyone use your powers to make rules?
Nope. Only rules I approve will take effect. Also, I can't make rules myself. I need someone to write them first. Only then can I enforce them.
That actually sucks. Like, that limits your power so much.
But it's all meaningless now. You can set rules and ask me tedious questions, yet nothing will come of it. When change is no longer possible, the rules lose their very purpose.
That's rough. Weird stipulation, right? The secret society's president. Is the other Hypogean gone for good?
I don't know. And it's no longer important.
What?
I've
No,
told
it
you
is very
everything you wanted
important.
to know. From here on, you're free to do as you please.
Can I use the rules to protect Hausberg? Can I use the rules to repel hypofiends? You really won't stand in any way.
I said it already. You can do whatever you want. If you can set things right and punish that wretched society with my power, I'd gladly bow to you in thanks.
The Hypogean then falls silent, leaning wearily against the bushes with her eyes shut, utterly consumed by despair. The Hypogean spoke forthrightly about the principles and limits of creating rules. You can tell she's being honest. Even bound by so many limitations, she is still incredibly powerful. She could be key to restoring peace in Hausberg.
Can't decide what rules to make? Since we share the same enemy, I'll give you some pointers. You can make rules that work to your advantage and take effect only in Hausberg. Reasonable ones, of course.
You think of dark magic that cannot be dispelled, and suddenly an idea comes to you. New rule, I can dispel dark magic within Hausberg.
That's a good one. Approved. The rule is now in effect.
Approved! You know that meme? It's like, approved, approved, approved. Wait, I don't know about that one. Approved! Oh, that makes sense. Approved! You have acquired, I think that came from Sonic Boom, right? That's illegal! Well, now I gotta know about the Hypogean, and that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm trying not to jump ahead, but evidently it's like Countess's like sister, and it's likely why she has number 1 beef with the Adamant Syndicate, and then 2, why she's in the library and is so bound to this agreement. And when we first came into the Tower of Memories, like this season, she was excited to see us again, thinking, oh, she honored the agreement, right? So I can only assume that the dice Hypogean is just gone. Like, gone for good. Like, I genuinely think that. I don't think there's... Because it didn't even seem like she was like, oh, where's my sister or anything. It seems like she only wants revenge against the Adamant Syndicate. So I do believe that the dice Hypogean is gone.
Go on. Use my power to make things difficult for them. End this quickly, so I can be spared from all this pain and humiliation.
Now I'll be able to heal those villagers affected by dark magic. Heal the injured. Sonic Boom, the series, was funnier than it had any right to be. Facts. It was really funny. And I didn't think I would like it as much as I did, but it ended up being fun. They weren't too serious about it, and I mean that like in a good way. Even mages couldn't cure this condition.
Thank you so much. You've saved our lives.
You're welcome.
Mama? Mama! My girl. You're finally awake. Thank you so much for helping my child.
She sounds like she's not actually. Under your care, the villagers tormented by dark magic finally begin to recover. The skill really does the trick. Is this crisis over now?
Of course. You can always trust a proper rule.
Everyone, the mayor just called for an emergency event. The largest wave of hypofiends ever is closing in. We won't survive if we stay put. Oh no. Are we all gonna die?
I don't want to die. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Reptar, I'll protect you.
Ah, you're one of the legend makers. You and your companions can help us. Your companions are already at the front lines, and they've sent me to get you. Go meet them at the village entrance.
I'll go right away. Evacuate while you can.
Please be careful.
They don't need to evacuate. The Hypofiends came earlier than expected. Is it because of the summoning ritual? Where the north wind meets the sea, there's a river full of memories. Come, my darling, homeward bound. That one looks like a person.
Mr. Merlin, you're finally back.
Are you okay? I'll take care of the Hypofiends.
Don't worry, we're just a little worn out. The Hypofiends are much stronger than we thought.
There are just too many of them. We couldn't hold them off in our last fight. We can't act rashly now.
What exactly
After
happened?
you left to follow Salome, I went with Captain Terrence to check on Odom. As we suspected, Odom has been colluding with a secret society from outside Hausberg. He helped them sneak into the village, and in return, they promised to revive his failing business.
So he was. That's crazy. I trusted this guy, Odom.
Odom confessed that the Hypofiends were lured in by the secret society. Over time, the society stopped contacting him for help and began showing up in the village as Hypofiend hunting adventurers. Oh, remember the crowd that swarmed us during the feast? That was also their doing. They wanted us to believe the danger was gone.
You share what you witnessed at the summoning ritual.
I see. Now it all adds up. The secret society must have run several trial rituals before the official one, unleashing dark magic across the village. That's what attracted the Hypofiends.
Oh.
The dark magic from the official ritual was far more intense than before, so now we're facing a Hypofiend wave capable of destroying the entire village.
Things are crystal clear now. Odom is merely a pawn, and the secret society is the mastermind. Oh, and before we left, we grabbed all the weapons from Odom's store. The Game Master said they'll boost our team's overall combat strength and defense.
Yay! Why didn't they help in the battle? Why weren't the Hypofiends defeated?
Good question. It's because those Hypofiends kept reviving over and over.
Oof. Revive?
Yes, they pieced themselves back together and came back to life sometime after being defeated.
Ooh. Like the Resident Evil zombies.
According to Zandra, these Hypofiends were formed by dark magic.
You know, when you hit them at night, they come back sometimes. You reflect on the sinister, specifically in Resident Evil 4. You reflect on the sinister ritual and how the secret society used dark magic to conjure Hypofiends in order to summon the two Hypogeans. You wondered what happened to the Hypofiends created, but left unused during the trial rituals. But now it's clear the secret society set them free, letting them attack the village.
Hypofiends should disintegrate when defeated, but as long as dark magic persists, they can revive endlessly.
At this rate, we'll soon be out of energy. By the way, Sylvan did something outrageous just now. He actually thought it was a good idea to have Cassidy mimic the dark magic aura and act as bait to buy time. Can you believe it?
It's not a bad idea.
Come on, Pippa. Why so serious? This is just a game, and I was simply testing out a strategy.
It's not a bad strategy. That's a bad idea. Oh. Okay. That's a bad idea. Self-sacrifice should be the last option.
I promise. No more reckless moves next time.
Shoot, if it was me in a game, I would do that. Like, just give it a try. Like, it's not a bad idea.
Magister Merlin, you seem confident. Have you found a solution?
Yes. I have. Now allow me to introduce the Hypogean that governs rules.
Must you be so theatrical?
Countess? Ah, so this is her way of joining the story. Magister Merlin, your friend is really crazy about this game,
Can we, like, lock in, Cassidy? Remain in character. You read Countess's expression and know she is silently criticizing Cassidy's lack of
Is
tact.
Countess playing one of the Hypogeans summoned by the secret
Oh my
society's
gosh.
president?
Can you lock in? Her power can help us. We can use rules to subdue Hypofiends.
I bet I know your next rule. No revival for the Hypofiends. I'm afraid that's a no-go, since it goes against the fundamental laws.
Hey, I'm smarter than you think. My rule's perfectly fine. New rule. Every legend maker in Hausberg possesses the power to prevent Hypofiends from resurrecting.
Apparently the memory loss doesn't make you any less crafty. But I'm afraid it isn't a valid rule, even though it sidesteps all the limitations. I'd make the same call in the real world. Then again, this is a game. Change might be impossible, yet miracles can still occur.
The new rule is in effect. All legend makers can now stop Hypofiends from coming back to life. This will give you the upper hand in the final showdown.
I don't feel cold anymore, and my my energy's back.
My mana is fully restored as well. Is this the power of the rules?
We're ready for the final showdown. Magister Merlin, please lead us to victory.
Fight the Hypofiends. I don't want... Well, I'll take Almost. Because I normally use Florabelle, but I actually think a tank would be a little bit better. Especially how we have to have Cassidy, Sylvan, and Pippa. Great, now the Hypofiends are weaker and they can no longer resurrect. Take this, the force field magic circle I just invented. LOL. The Hypofiends keep thinning out. Keep holding on, everyone. I wonder if you don't have... I mean, if you don't have anyone but the people that have to be here, will you still win the fight?
Protect its children.
So if you only have Sylvan, Cassidy, and Pippa.
We did it! The Hypofiends are gone!
We've uncovered the truth behind the attacks and saved Houseburg. Is this the end of our adventure?
No!
No, because I'm still here.
But you are...
I'm a Hypogean, the very cause of the Hypofiend attacks. Don't fret. All you have to do is seal me away.
Why?
That's just the way things are. Hypogeans are meant to be sealed by humans. Since the secret society has beaten a hasty retreat, there's no reason for me to stay here. I haven't given up revenge, though. When I break free of my seal, I'll settle the score with that president. The grudge is between him and me alone. Now, go ahead and seal me. I won't fight back. You're doing me a favor.
Why? The Hypogean closes her eyes. What seems like a choice born of despair is, in fact, a moment of relief. At this moment, fiction and reality overlap. Countess, also the Hypogean of rules, awaits your decision. That's what I'm saying, Dime! Like, we can't just end the story here. In the story of Houseburg, the Hypogean shows no hostility towards humanity and has even given you great assistance. With strict oversight, she could become your formidable ally. Why do we always have to take advantage of Countess? Like, I just don't know. I don't like it. Countess seems like a nice person and has proven to be good most of the time. So why do we have, like, kind of meanish dialogue options? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's what I'm also wondering about. Meanwhile, the villainous secret society remains at large. Since you share a common foe with the Hypogean, it is wiser to make an ally of her rather than an adversary. I don't have to seal you. Let's work together.
What?
You'll give me your full support. You'll stay in Houseburg under my supervision.
A Hypogean human alliance to bring down the secret society? For this cause. Very well. I'm on board.
Yeah, let's riot!
I'll mark our alliance on the first page of the rulebook, and it shall remain binding forever. Of course, the villagers of Houseburg need to be fine with our alliance.
Why would they need to be fine with it?
Don't stress about it too much, alright? If you fail, I'll just get sealed. No big deal. As long as I'm alive, I'll get my chance at revenge someday.
Which is a very interesting comment, because no, you won't. No, because it's not about you living, it's about the society person living, right? You can only get revenge if that person you're trying to get revenge against is still alive. You know what I mean? Now, I don't agree with revenge in general. I don't think it's generally needed at all. But if we're thinking about the actual word revenge, you being sealed away for like thousands of years, the society leader isn't gonna be like alive that whole time, right? Let's head back to Hausberg. I'll ask the villagers what they think.
Let's find the mayor first and let him know the Hypofiends are gone.
Talk to the mayor. Cranky! But before doing that, I actually want to switch to... Stop it! I want to switch to human. What happened? What? Thank you for saving Hausberg, Legend Makers.
Oh, the mighty Legend Makers are here! Hausberg owes you its gratitude. We plan to throw an even grander feast to honor all you've done for us.
Wait, there's one more issue. There's something I want to run by everyone. You explained to the villagers how the Hypogean was summoned, how she came to aid you, and your plans for her. The village exchanged weary glances before erupting into a heated discussion. To keep things fair, everyone agrees to settle the matter by a show of hands. Captain Terrace, Xander, and Sylvan vote against the alliance, believing it to be too risky. Sylvan, if you don't be quiet. On the other hand, Cassidy, Pippa, and you vote in favor of it. Everyone turns to the mayor, who holds the decisive vote.
This proposal has its pros and cons. If you want to keep the Hypogean in Hausberg, you'll need to show me that the benefits outweigh the risks.
So is this guy Lamar?
I know she wields the power of rules, but the concept is too abstract. Could you give us an example of how it might be applied?
Mayor, have you ever set any rules for Hausberg?
Of course! I spent a year drafting the village rules, but not a single person bothered to follow them.
The Hypogean can ensure their immediate enforcement.
Really? Like, keeping the front of your house and your assigned areas clean, no littering, and no drunken and disorderly behavior?
Only morally good things from revenge is a confession of pain. It's how you confess that the pain determines if you did justice or a gossip of chaos. I guess that's true. Like with revenge, at least you do talk about it a little bit, even if it's like your villain monologue. But in general, I think you should always talk about how you feel first. And in worst case scenario, split ways from that person. Unless it's like a crime, then you know what, like, pursue justice, but that's not revenge. Justice is okay.
Oh, and no burning rooftops. No destructive magic within the village. No settling disputes with violence. And no involvement in illegal or dangerous secret societies.
Nah, smite them, then monologue. LOL. I'm Batman. 100%. Welcome in, Batman. Batman Nugget. Those are some interesting rules. The villagers here are really lively, huh?
So, can you make sure the villagers follow the rules?
No problem.
Excellent. This is exactly the kind of help I need. I'm voting yes.
The decision is final, and an agreement has been signed to spare the Hypogean from being sealed. Under the protection of the power of the rules, peace returns to Hausberg. Hausberg crisis, the end. Light engulfs your vision once again, and the illusionary realm unravels into nothingness. When you open your eyes again, you find yourselves back in the library.
Is it over already? This feels way too soon.
Yeah, we didn't get the wrap-up that we needed. I'm sorry. We need to know more about the Dice Hypogean. I prefer a good and just confession of pain over chaotic revenge. 100% I'm with you, Wilden. And a crossing lines of good and evil.
In hindsight, if my investigation
I don't know what
with
that
Captain
last part
Terrence
means.
had progressed faster, I
All
might have
rule
caught some members of that
breakers get
society
flogged
and
in the
possibly
town
triggered a
square,
hidden
imagine.
ending.
I mean, it's kind of true, because wasn't Countess, like, sending brooms to smack disobedient students? Like, wasn't that the thing? In hindsight, if my... let me read this faster.
Are all Hypogeans this good at making games? I picked up a lot of useful magical knowledge from Xandra.
While your companions are still caught up in the story of Hausberg, your gaze drifts to Countess, a storm of conflicting emotions stirring within you. You have a feeling that part of the story you experienced alone was actually real. The secret society represents the Adamant Syndicate, while the cast-aside Hypogean
Why are you staring at me like that? About to deliver your one-on-one victory speech? Come over here if you've got something to say, Merlin.
Oh my gosh, I clicked the wrong button. I hate it when I do that. And I can only blame myself. Looks like you've already figured it out.
Let me guess. You want to know if the story of Hausberg is
I don't care
true,
about the
right?
story of Hausberg. I just want to know what happens to the Dice Hypogean. Reading my mind again? Do you know me that well?
After all these years, I can still read you like an open book. You're right. The story of Hausberg is something you lived through yourself.
I knew that. That's not a
In fact,
surprise.
its dark mages of the Adamant Syndicate came together, coveting a power that wasn't theirs to take. Their leader, Pride, brazenly summoned 2 Hypogeans into this world.
Who was the other guy? Who was the guy we met? Was it like Greed? I think I remember thinking his greed sickens me. It's good to have friends to nurse your pain and wounds. When people who listen to you mend your pain, like real friends and family, 100%.
That was me and my twin sister. A book that holds the rules and a die that governs change. Considering himself a supreme being, Pride yearns to control change and disregards the rules. He separated me from my sister, devoured her, and claimed her power. Then, he simply cast me aside and left me for his underlings to study. By sheer luck, I managed to escape and went into hiding in a remote village for a month. Pride's rough separation left me gravely wounded, and I was unable to control my aura. When the Hypofiends were drawn to the village, the villagers had no choice but to reach out for help. A mage accepted the commission and arrived at the village. That was you, Merlin.
Decades ago, a Hypogean was awakened by humans' relentless call. She fought through the pain and forced her eyes open. What's your name?
How dare you demand a Hypogean's name, mage? You really are something else. I'm Countess, the Hypogean of rules.
The first rule appears in the once empty rulebook, detailing your collaboration with Countess. Much like the story of Hausberg, you face the same dilemma after rescuing the village. Should you seal Countess?
The Hypofiends attacked the village because of me. Do the right thing and seal me.
I won't seal you. Let's work together.
What?
I'll give you your... you'll give me your full support. You'll stay in the Serene Lyceum under my supervision.
Merlin... What a weirdo.
The president of the Elder Pride... What? It was painfully obvious after the whole summoning bit. Right. The president was the Elder Pride of the Adamant Syndicate. The Elder Pride. Oops, I think I skipped that. But who was the in the real world, who was the guy who like tried to use our name? Was that guy Greed? The one with Jervin and then the whole name thing. I am a machine that turns megalomaniacs into being swiftly suplexed. LOL. Megalomaniac. Let me look that up. Megalomatic. Someone obsessed with power control or grandiosity. I like the way you think, Time. I like that. I also have beef with people like that. Countess accepts your offer. You call internal meeting of the Arcane Council to discuss the issue. The vote is 4-3 against sealing Countess. As a result, Countess ends up in the Serene Lyceum.
I see your point. Merlin, I understand why you want to do this, but we both know just how risky it is.
Okay, thank you, Wilden. I was wondering that. Aurelian, I forgot what his name was. And then Greed. So like Aurelian's code name was Greed. And we took him out. Thank goodness.
If you want to keep the Hypogean on campus, you'll need to show me that the benefits outweigh the risks.
It's funny that this single piece of hair is what holds the hat. Think about the school rules, headmaster. Surely you want the students to obey them.
Oh, now you've piqued my curiosity.
Countess can ensure their immediate enforcement. She can provide all the help you need.
My. Using the very rules you love to ignore as your trump card. You really have grown bold, Merlin.
You were just thinking the same thing? About what?
Very well. I'll let her stay. One more thing, Merlin. It's good that Comtesse can help enforce the school rules, but that's not the main reason I need her here. What truly excites me is research. A living Hypogean on campus is a scholar's dream. She may even hold the missing pieces to the ultimate theory of magic we've been chasing for years.
About his little hat? Oh, yeah! To be fair, I just noticed
you didn't dangle that carrot in front of the Arcane Council yourself.
I'll keep it in mind. Thank you, Headmaster.
As if I could stop you even if I tried.
True.
If I turned you down today, you'd simply return tomorrow with a brighter smile and an even stranger plan. Once you decide on something, Merlin, the world bends sooner or later. Student or professor, you've never changed.
But honestly, if it was me, I wouldn't even let Countess stay here. I would just take Countess and then go, you know, do the job.
From now on, Comtesse will remain on campus and act as the school rules.
As for what came next, you already know. You piled a ton of work on me, went off to save the world, and disappeared for 20 years.
I'm sorry.
All this time waiting for you to come back. You don't remember a thing about our deal. By the abyss, my life is hard.
True.
Shouldn't you make it up to me, little Merlin? What should I ask of you?
Low-key, I want to go to AFK Arena and then just see if Countess has a sister there. Because, like, what happened? Talk to Countess. Ready to face the wrath of the overworked Hypogean.
I've decided what I want from you.
Vacation. Day off. Whatever it is, it can't go against my principles. Extra days off are out of the question.
Seriously? No room for negotiation? You're so boring. Actually, I just have one question for you.
Got any grapes?
Why didn't you seal me back then? If you just needed my power to topple the Adamant Syndicate, you could have sealed me first and extracted it.
Oh.
I can't help being curious. Out of all the villains who repented and pledged loyalty to you, why did you choose me, a Hypogean?
The real reason, if it was me, is that I don't like discriminating against anybody based on who they were born as. Like, that's just weird. Is this why you made me revisit my past? You really care about my answer?
I just want to know what's running through your quirky little mind.
Why Countess? Your mind drifts back to when you first met her in the tabletop game. By the overgrown lakeside bushes, Countess lay with her eyes closed, overwhelmed by despair. Maybe you believe she wasn't wicked at heart, unlike other Hypogeans. I don't even believe... Okay, but whatever. We'll just move on. Or maybe it was your compassion that compelled you to help someone who had surrendered every will to live. You have no problem explaining the most complicated magical principles, yet this matter leaves you stumped. Countess doesn't need to know this. Just come up with something convincing and make her believe it. I don't remember why. It was my mage's instinct. I'll compensate you in other ways in answering this. I don't remember why.
I knew you wouldn't give me a serious answer, just like every other time.
Waifu power, LOL. It could be. it could be the fact that her fashion is pretty impeccable, except for the skirt part. I still don't really like the skirt part. I get why they made it that way, but I do really love the top. I love the off-the-shoulder look. That's so cute. But anyway.
Hats off to you, Merlin. Even with amnesia, you're still as vigilant and sharp as always. So, you know all about my past now. It's time to make your decision, Merlin.
Back to the first question. Will you revert the rule so that Countess can no longer appear in front of everyone but you? This time, you make your choice without relying on the dice. A few days later. I like the skirt. It's not used often. Like the accordion style skirt. Fair. I can understand that it's nice because of the uniqueness. Let's do Origin's Fury. So there's no one playing AFK Journey right now, which honestly makes sense. But you know what? Origin's Fury is playing Mabinogi. So we're gonna go ahead and raid out to Origin. So thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a good night or morning. See you guys next time. Love you guys and stay sweet. Bye! Perfect timing on the side quest part, right? Bye-bye.